Now, I got this question from a dude, and he was telling me that he loves this woman. Um, he's fallen madly in love with her. Ooh. This is going deep, man. He got deep in the email. And he says, the problem is she doesn't feel like he said he doesn't feel like she feels the same. And I was like, she probably don't. But that's not a bad thing. Just because the other person don't feel the way you feel, that's not a bad thing. And I told him, I said, look, in the beginning, I'm not even thinking about somebody loving me in the beginning. It's almost impossible. Nobody's gonna love you in the early stages of you meeting them. Now, some women will say that, but it's no way. Now they might have an emotional attachment to you, and that's cool. But just if a woman tells me she loves me within the first month or 2, 3 months, 6 months, okay. I won't say anything negative, but I know better. That's all I'm saying. Oh, P.S. and wait, share this video if you're first time being here. And P.S. by the way, get on my masterclass. That's chooseyourrelationships.com/conference. So the Hollywood have sold us a dream when it comes to love. Um, they've lied to us. Everyone got this own perception of what love's supposed to be like. Like people in these movies, they'll show you what love looks like. How the guy's supposed to behave, what the guy's supposed to do to the woman. But they never show what the woman's supposed to do to the man. It's almost never happens. The guy is doing everything in the movie. So I'm like, what the woman supposed to be doing? She just dress nice, put on some nice shoes, hair done. No, it's more to this and that. It's more. There's a relationship. There's a give and take. It's like a dance, yin and yang. But they don't show that in the movies. In the movies, the perception is if the man loves you, he's supposed to do whatever. Take care of you. And you're not supposed to have any growing pains. It's supposed to be smooth sailing. As a matter of fact, if a lot of women will say, well, if I can't find a man to treat me like that in the movies, and if there's any type of tension or any type of struggle or growing pains or some type of argument or disagreement between each other, he don't love me. There's women out here that think like this. It's like what? They'll say, if you don't have sex with me, you must not love me. There's women out here that think like this. Or, check this out, I'm going to go deeper. If you don't satisfy me sexually, you don't love me either. That's a big one. That's over 50% of women right there. It don't matter what age it is. So Hollywood has basically messed a lot of women up. Really, man. Hollywood has sold us a dream. It just ain't true. Now Now, some people say, I can go a step further. Some people say, man, I heard this when during this pandemic, early like March, April, when a lot of people were out in the streets protesting, and a lot of some got violent or whatever altercations. Some people started saying stuff like, "Man, gotta find a way to get along, man. It's all about love, man. You gotta show each other love, man." I'm like, what does that really mean? That sounds good, but man, ain't no love out here in these streets. I don't see people, when I'm out and about, I don't see nobody showing no kind of love. I don't know what planet a lot of these people are on. A lot of people, maybe they scared, who knows. You know, some people scared, some people just cowards. But ain't no love out here, man, out in these streets. Especially if you live in a big city. Man, let me tell you, the only love you're going to get, at least close to it, is the people that you have close to you. And that love ain't going to be like the same as coming from your parents. Hey, your parents might not even love your ass. That's a video for another day. You know, but let's assuming that your parents care about you. That's unconditional love. Now, can you have unconditional love with a girlfriend, a wife? It's possible, but it takes a long time. It's not going to happen 6 months, 2 years, maybe 5 years, maybe 10 years. But it ain't going to happen no year or two. Forget about it. It's a process. Y'all have to grow together. Y'all have to, it takes a long time to get to know somebody, like really, really well. And the person has to love themselves first before they can love someone else. If you don't love yourself, it's impossible for you to love anybody else. And see, most people, when they look in the mirror, they don't like who they see. They don't like what they see, I should say. And that's a problem. So if you don't like what you see when you look in the mirror, you need to change it. And you need to learn how to love yourself. Because if not, you're going to have problems in your relationships. You're going to project your insecurities on other people. It's going to show how you act, how you walk, how you talk, how you dress, how you carry yourself, everything. It's going to show. You know? So you can't give what you don't have. See, a lot of people say, "Oh, I'm showing him love. I'm doing this and doing that." It ain't about doing stuff all the time. Sometimes you just got to be there. Be there and do what? Do nothing. Just be there. Sometimes. It ain't about doing stuff. It ain't about doing what the other person want. No. Sometimes you need to just be in someone's presence. Let them feel your energy. Sometimes. And see, a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people feel like, oh, if you're not productive, you don't love me. No. Or, check this out. If you're not doing things at a higher level, you don't love me. No. That's not true either. No. I'm going to use myself, for example. There's some people that's close to me. I love them. I would do anything for them. But they earned that. That didn't happen overnight. It took years for us to get to that place. You know what I mean? I had to do some work on myself. And just like they have to do some work on themselves. and it's an ongoing process. It doesn't stop. You don't get to like a finish line when it comes to growing. There's no finish line. You got to keep growing. You got to keep going. You know, some people feel like this ain't high school or college, where it's like, oh, I got my degree, or I don't gotta read no more books. I don't gotta learn anything. No, you should be always looking to grow, always looking to get better and do better. Not for anybody else, for yourself. You know, if love was at least the definition of the love in this society, if love was the answer, it would have worked hundreds of years ago. It would have worked 400 years ago. It would have worked 460 years ago if love was the answer to everything. Some people will say, hey, love cures all problems. That's a lie. Or they'll say, if I find the right partner that loves me, that'll complete me. It's like the other half is like that'll make me a better person. We'll come together like Voltron. No, it doesn't work that way. And you know, a lot of these people have tried that, and it didn't work. And their relationship failed miserably. Doesn't work like that. No, if you got issues, problems, you gotta work that out. You gotta get help from somebody or talk to somebody. But the other person can't really. They can help you, but they can't solve your problems. They can give you some advice. They can lead you in the right direction, but they can't solve your problem. Nobody can work out your problems but you. They can help you out, give you advice, but you're going to have to put in the work because it's your life. And you have to take responsibility for your life. And nobody else is going to do that but you. If you don't do it, no one else will. So love is not the answer to everything. Doesn't work like that. Doesn't work like that. I wish it didn't work like that. That sounds so simple, right? But it ain't. It's not. You know, it doesn't work like that. No. It's we've been sold a dream by Hollywood. A lot of stuff we look at on television. The television is the worst invention ever. And the cell phone is next. The television has really done a number on us, man. These Hollywood movies and these novels done a number on women. You know, they sell them a dream, get them all emotional. You know, and a lot of these guys, these nerds, these nerdy dudes, they're the most delusional guys ever. Because they'll say stuff like, my woman would never cheat on me. I said, never? I said, in any circumstances, you don't think she would ever cheat on you? He said, no. I'm telling you, they're the most nerdy dudes are the most delusional dudes. These are the same guys. They find out their girlfriend or wife cheating. They want to kill themselves and kill everybody else around them. They don't flip out. Because I thought she loved me, she would never cheat on me. No. Really. You know, if you put... Now, women are so emotional, man. They'll sleep with another guy and justify why she had to do it. And she won't see anything wrong with it, by the way. She won't feel bad about it because it's justified. She'll be like, hey, you weren't showing me enough attention. And that ain't got nothing to do with no love. No. That has nothing to do with love, none whatsoever. See, when you love somebody, you just make a decision. That's really it. And then it's a process. But the other person has very little impact, influence on my decision to feel like I love them. Very little. Very little, really. Very little. Sometimes I like their energy. I think they have a good heart, character, morals. We have a lot in common. And then check this out. Now, like I said, you might find a woman that likes you, that has unconditional love for you, right? But 9 times out of 10, she'll never tell you. She'll never tell you. That's the thing. She'll never tell you. Most women that's gonna say she loves you, she really don't. She's just an emotional attachment. That's all. But the women that do say they love you, not necessarily say they love you, the women that do love you, 9 times out of 10 they'll never say it to your face, but they'll do it through their actions, or they'll give it off through their energy. It could be sexually too. Could be a transfer of energy, vice versa. Now that's another video. I'm not gonna get in all that. It could be that way. Yeah, I know there's 2 women that are close to me are like that. They've never told me they love me. Never. Not to my face. Or maybe they said it behind my back. That's cool. But when I'm around them, they give it off. I can tell. I can tell. It's kind of like, it's very similar to you being around somebody and you know they care about you. You know they have good intention for you. It's very similar, but it's much deeper. Much deeper, So, love, it takes a little bit more than just love when it comes to having relationships with women. Now, in this world, people are being dominated by fear. You know why? Because it works. It works. Fear in every aspect of their lives is being dominated by fear. Fear is much stronger than love. Probably 10 times, 100 times much stronger than love. Fear is very powerful, boy. And most of the things that happen, most of the things that people fear, it never happens. Which is crazy, right? If you really think about it. Most things people fear never happens. It's crazy. But yeah, man, that's how it is, bro. You just gotta be consciously aware of what's going on in this world that we live in. Try to stay 2 to 5 steps ahead of the game, like I always say. So, like this video, share this video, And P.S. and by the way, don't forget to get my masterclass that started on November the 7th at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Go there if you want better relationships, if you want more confidence, if you want a better lifestyle. Go to chooseyourrelationships.com/confidence. So until next time, peace.